Alright, so what we're doing today is we're moving these babies away from mom here. They're just getting ready to be 7 weeks old. I'm gonna move them over here with these rabbits. They are, let me look on my, they are 9 weeks old. So here's these babies that we have right here. They're so chunky. Look how chunky they are. Their eyes just opened yesterday, actually. So we're going to move these rabbits over. This guy's so much littler than his brothers. Look at this. Look at the difference in size. Look at that. This one's huge. Alright, so now let's take this rabbit right here and move her. Alright, so we got one. Alright, so while they do their thing, I'm gonna go grab another one. Alright, so we're gonna go grab another rabbit. The one I just took the babies from. Thought I heard him have success. So we're going to get the one I just had the babies taken from, and I don't really have good success the day that I take a baby from them because they're just, I don't know why, it's just probably something they do. It's built in them from nature. So she is. Alright, so the most successful thing I have for keeping track of breeding on these rabbits is I've got so many rabbits. I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 females over here that I currently am always breeding. So keeping track of a folder outside at the same time with a phone. For me, I don't always carry my phone on me. I leave it inside on the charger because I just go through it a lot. I go through the battery a lot. So the best thing for me is to just have a little pencil out here, and then I just add 28 days to today. And since it's the 31st, it's going to be real easy. So it's just going to be 6, 28, and then I'll just write 20. And so I just do that, and then I just keep going down, and I can erase it if I fill up. And then right here I've got all the way to a year and a half ago, and so like I've only got 6 of them here. And so what I'll do is I can fill it up, I can sand it, whatever, but it's just a cheap way that's efficient for me because I don't lose anything. It's always here, and then at the same time I can always see when rabbits were born. So if someone comes out and buys a rabbit, I can say this rabbit was from this mom, and it was, because they're all on different days, because I've got just a few of the bucks over there. So using a pencil, and I like the wooden pencil because the metal doesn't, you know, deteriorate and stuff. And so I just leave it on the top of this rabbit cage right here, so the lid just kind of closes on top of it, just the way that I built the cage. It just so happened to be that it works. Every once in a while it falls down on the ground, but I mean, it's not a big deal. I like to buy the big old pack of pencils when they go on sale right after school season starts, so it's not like I'm gonna have an issue paying just a couple dollars for like 48 pencils. Alright, so here's these chickens here that in the past videos you see how the hens have the raw spots on their tail feathers because of the rooster. But then a thing that was pointed out by one of the people who commented was the rooster has his tail feathers plucked and his back's a little bit raw. So it's been like 2 weeks. I took the tarp off the day after I got the comment, and they said get a little bit more light airflow. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover half of it by folding the tarp in half. But you can see here that he's got his tail feathers coming back. I mean, it's just the little hard spots, the little hard part of the feathers growing in. Since there's only 4 hens, the hens are obviously still a little raw. They do have a little bit of fluffiness coming in, but the biggest concern or question that I have is these have been laying for probably 8 months now, 8 months to a year, just kind of give or take a little bit depending on which one's older than the other. But I would say no longer than a year ago these started laying. But the chickens that I have over here, they just started laying, but they're just a little bit smaller, and I think they're ready to go in here. But it's just for breeding. I've never had a rooster in adding the hens, so that's the only thing that I would say that I don't know yet. So if you know, just drop a comment down below, say yeah, I think it'll be fine, but I think it'll be fine. But I just need you guys' help, a little bit of pointer, just to reassure me. I wouldn't say that I am moved or upset about the hate, I guess you could call it, that I had, because a lot of people like jumped a lot of conclusions, and I'm fine with that. I know and I understand that's going to happen because this is the internet and people don't know me. People aren't here and experiencing what I put in my videos. They just see the quick shot of the chicken, and then one of them was saying they're going to report me for animal abuse, and animals fight. It's nature. They do what they're going to do. So I mean, I'm not worried about them, and I don't care what they have to say, because not every person who owns an animal or a bunch of animals knows everything, and that's okay. And you know, and I encourage a lot of people to just go get animals, because you know, when they know how to feed and take care of them, you know, that's all you really need to know. But then as problems arise, you know, you learn more, and then I would say a big recommendation from my experience is always find people and friends and somebody that you can talk to, whether it's a farmer, a homesteader, a channel, or a group that you can reach out to so you can get that help. Because you know, there's a lot of people that have learned from me, and I've learned a lot from other people, and I would say that there are a lot more people like more experienced than me. But so it's just like always make sure that if you're gonna get an animal, have somebody or have a plan, so when an issue arises you can conquer it by getting help. You know, one of them was a vet, you know, and I'm not really against vets at all, but something like this I don't believe needs a vet. It's as easy as I had someone comment saying, hey, you need more light and more airflow. So it's fixed the issue, and we can see based off of evidence of this chicken's feathers growing in that conclusion, through probably trial and error from him or her, I don't remember if it was a guy or a girl. Actually had a lot of people saying kind of the same thing, so that helped reassure me when we have that group together, just kind of, you know, keeping those answers solid and, you know, uniform. It just makes things a lot easier for all of us. So then when someone who searches up one of my videos and they see these chickens that are having a raw back, and then they go in the comments and have, like, let's say 15 people talking about the same thing of, hey, get some light and airflow in there, it's just reassurance to them that, hey, they know what they're talking about, and it is light and airflow, so then they don't have to go through those issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys real quick, and I'm probably going to grab a couple chickens and throw them in there. I'll probably do that tomorrow, because I got a lot of stuff to do today, and I'm not dying to get them in there right now.